Well, I am Haja Washington. I hail from Bami County. I'm a 54-year-old female. I hold an AA degree in business administration, and I also am a business person. I live in Bami County, Tottenham, from 2003 until now. I've worked with the Liberian government through the MIA, the Ministry of Internal Affairs, as superintendent of this county for 3.5 years. Right after the ceasefire, I was the very first female superintendent for this county in the history of Bami County.
Can you catalog a few of your experiences and successes during the time?
Well, one particular one is disarming our children in Bami County. It was a challenge due to my gender. When I came in, they didn't want to accept me, but I made them to understand as a mother and as a friend, we can all work together. And of course, they stood by me. They worked along with me to make sure that we disarmed them. During my tenure as superintendent, I worked with each and every one of them very closely. At the end of my tenure, right before 2005, we felt that after disarmament was next, and by the grace of God, Dr. Cotto Brown came to ask me what we could do for the children, and we were able to establish the Bami Community College. We are the forefront of Bami Community College to make sure that our children, those that were out of high school and those that wanted to continue their education, to attend, because we didn't want to have what was happening in other counties where the kids were going out and looting and stealing from other people. And I also thought it wise when a businessman came to Liberia, came to Tottenham, asking for a place to establish a water company. I made it my business to talk him into coming to Tottenham, because at the time we was really trying to seek the welfare of our people, and there were no jobs around here. Of course, I instrumented the Blue Lake of coming to Bami County to make sure that we had some employment for our people, and that, by the grace of God, the Blue Lake was here for a couple of years, and they employed about 175. And me being the managing director, at the time I never thought I would have been the managing director. But then I brought them here, and at the end of the day, I was asked to serve as managing director of this company, the first of its kind in the Republic of Liberia. We were the first water company in this country to export and sell mineral water on the market. Well, in the Western world, manufacturing is very, very important to any economy. Now that as a business person, and like the New Jerseyans will say, we have got to try to encourage businesses to come in the country, most especially the manufacturing companies to come into the country. And for Bami County, if you have about 4 or 5 manufacturing companies within our limits, I think the economy will grow, because if you believe that we must always go to China to bring our clothing, to do, bring our briefs and other things, I think our economy will always be down. But if we can take hold of our economy through manufacturing, because I am the president of the Manufacturing Association of Liberia, and I've been to other countries and I've seen what uh, people have done in manufacturing their own products and sending it out to make sure that the economy grows and be very, very strong. But our economy over here is very weak because we do not have anything to even offer the outsiders. That's why ourselves in the country. Uh, my role actually would be, because we the peace and reconciliation, they have done extremely well in bringing the people together, but they weren't successful because the players of these warring factions wasn't really involved in it. And if you did not play a role and you didn't have a reason why they came, definitely you cannot get to know the part what the problem actually is. And this is, I believe strongly, this is what they have been doing. They, those that played that role, I think they should also bring them to the table and let them find out exactly what the reason why they came, what was their problems, whether they succeeded, and why did it do what it did. But if you left out those that brought in the war, and you feel that, well, those that these people hurt must be the one to find a solution, of course we will not find a solution. And I will appeal that all those that are in question should come back to the table. And we are not, the peace and reconciliation is not done in the town halls. It will not work. You go out to the people, one to one, house to house, village to village, and have that reconciliation. But if you feel that you come and you take $20,000, $30,000 to call people that you feel to call and do and leave the others out, and this is what has been going on. Definitely, we will never have peace in this country. Well, I believe that the rule of law is very, very important for a nation. And what I would only ask for the government of this country to do is to, put their feet down on. You cannot come and make a rule in this country or in this town, and you sit after 3 days, it goes down. No, we have got to put our feet down on whatever we decide to do, and the rule of law is really, really, this is a very hard cut, and we all need to try to make sure that Liberia needs to be under, we have got to make sure that the rule and law of this country be respected, because we are not respecting any rules. Uh, Take for instance, if like we have a curfew today, and at night you still find people running here, there, and yonder, and when they are arrested or maybe asked to cut the grass and things like that, then that's when you see it, your right have been crushed upon, and I don't think this is right. The rule of law is everybody's business, and if at all we have to have a very decent country that others could come and be very comfortable in, I think we should abide by the rules and regulation of the nation. Healthcare is another situation that we really need to work towards, because we all are aware that the health system in this country have been broken down. If it wasn't so, we would not have had the kind of fast going Ebola that kill up all of our people. We need to now decentralize our health system. It is not decentralized, and the government had built a lot of clinics, that are not being catered to. Those are things we need to make sure that these health facilities are catered to. You cannot have one referral hospital and only in a whole county, and you have only maybe 3 or 4 clinics. You know, definitely will be overcrowded, and at the end of the day, a lot of people will not go to the hospital, and this is where we are really having problem with the diseases that are coming into this country, because I will now go to the hospital where I have about 300 or 400 persons there, and I cannot have the kind of care. So the health system is very, very, very weak, and I believe we all must work to make sure that it's strengthening.